Hello and welcome back to this video. In this video we're going to be having a look at the Kill Team Elite's Imperium factions. I'm particularly looking forward to looking at the guard ones. I have not read this yet, so this could be very interesting for me. I feel like we're going to start with the Space Marines, but let me guess. Let's just have a read of it anyway. It's the last of our Kill Team Elite's previews today, and that means we're looking forward to the expansion. We're looking at the expansion as the store for them. Imperium factions, including Golden Guardians, the Adeptus Custodes. If you missed our earlier previews on the Zeus and Chaos factions, be sure to give them a read too. For now, it's on to the Emperor's Finest, or you could go back and watch my videos. Would probably be links up in the top hand of any part of the video at random points, so please watch them. And let's carry on. Adeptus Astartes is what I meant to say, as a guest. As with their traitorous kin, Adeptus Astartes kill teams are set to benefit from the range of chapter tactics that add powerful narrative-driven ability. For example, Siegecraft with the Imperial Fist will ensure their shots count even against the most well-concealed targets. Models in your kill team do not suffer the penalty for injury rolls that target for their attacks being obscured within one... Hold on, right, let's reround that. Models in your kill team do not suffer the penalty to injury rolls for the target of their attacks being obscured within 1 inch of a model or piece of terrain that is between two models. Okay, I'm a bit confused by that, but I would assume that that means exactly what it says, Nicholas. But the truth of it is, it seems like if you've got if they're obscured, you don't suffer -1 hits for having injury rolls. No. On the injury rolls, there's no negatives, so you can still hit them. That's the key. That's kind of passive. Meanwhile, the Dark Angels are renowned for their grim resolve that is reflected in the way they hold the ground with implacable determination or implacable. Reroll of hit rolls for shooting attacks made by models in your kill team, including those when firing on watch, which is good. Those have not moved in the battle this round. In addition, you can reroll the dice to determine whether or not your kill team is broken in the morale phase. That's actually pretty sick, to be honest. Adeptus Astartes can expect to be reinforced with a large selection of veteran and vanguard fighters and commanders. Terminators offer all-round muscle at close and long range, while Dark Angel, Space Wolves, Terminators can be equipped with bespoke wargear combinations. Meanwhile, the veterans datasheet on Vanguard or Stern Guard and company veterans, so I think the Stern Guard or whatever they are, Vanguard, are going to effectively make the Death Watch invalid. Probably not, but close to it. Vanguard. Hold on, it might be the other ones. It's the new ones, isn't it? Silly me. Vanguard options include infiltrators, eliminators, and aptly named suppressors. Check out their amazing ability with their accelerator autocannons. These guys are the ones with the jumpy trampoline legs, isn't it? 40-inch ranges, heavy 2, strength 7, -2 AP, 2 damage. So the 2 damage is pretty good because whenever you hit with a wound, it does 2 injury rolls. If the weapon inflicts any damage on an enemy model until the end of the battle round, enemy models within 2 inches of the model cannot make shooting attacks. Right, I think I've read that too fast. If this weapon inflicts any damage on an enemy model until the end of that battle round, the model and enemy models within 2 inches of that model cannot make shooting attacks. That's going to be really good against shooty enemies, to be honest. However, is it a bit overpowered? Maybe so. Adeptus Astartes commanders include the Phobos armoured captain and librarian from the Vanguard, both of whom are equipped with camo cloaks like scouts and are able to set up in concealed positions. See below. Alternatively, a lieutenant in Phobos armour comes equipped with a grav chute, so will work well alongside similarly equipped reavers. When you set up this model during deployment, it can be set up anywhere on the battlefield. This is more than 9 inches away from enemy deployment zone. Okay, still think these are a little bit OP, to be honest. Oh well. If you prefer commanders, display brawn over stealth. A captain, chaplain, or librarian clad in Terminator armor will cater to your needs nicely. Death Watch, in addition to granting access to Terminator armored captains, chaplain librarian, as well as Terminators and veterans, are more specifically Vanguard veterans with jump packs. Death Watch kill teams will be able to utilize mission tactics, which will enable them to efficiently prioritize enemy targets. Wow, so this is quite wordy. At the beginning of the first battle round, choose a date sheet from your kill team's priority as your kill team's priority target, e.g. Tyranid Warrior. You can reroll wound rolls of 1 for attacks made by models in your kill team that target a model on the date sheet. That is your kill team's priority. So if you choose Tyranid Warrior, the ability applies to attacks targeted Tyranid Warrior and Tyranid Warrior Gunners. Interesting. Okay, so that would mean if you're going against a couple of armies, a couple of kill teams, then you're probably going to be really restricted, but it's going to be good. I think it's good, to be honest. Overall, it's good. Well, that was a really short bit, wasn't it, for Death Guard? Sorry about that. Death Knight? Shut up. There's no such thing as Death Knights. The new Grey Knight's ability, Brotherhood of Psychos See Below, matches some of the Thousand Sons, ensuring that they will have psychic dominance over all but the Sons of Magnus. Grey Knights will be able to field Terminators and even the mighty 3-wound Paladins, in addition to Terminator Armored Librarian by the Captain as a commander. When it's your turn to choose Psycho from your kill team, attempt to manifest psychic powers in a fight. In this phase, you can choose up to 2 models from your kill team to do so. Resolve all model's attempts before choosing the next model. In addition, you can add 1 to psychic test and deny the Wilch tests for killed models in your kill team. So basically, it's exactly like the Thousand Sons one. However, you've got it plus add 1 psychic test and deny the witch tests for your models in your kill team. So that's even better, which is, I think, again, a little bit in the Space Marine's favour, but when have we ever seen it the other way around? That Chaos have got the slight better advantage. Adeptus Mechanicus. Kill teams that serve the Adeptus Mechanicus will soon be so aided by benefits of their Forge World dogma. Operatives of Mars receive the greatest favour of the Machine God when they chant his praise. Glory to the Omnisire. Each time you randomly determine which canticle of the Omnisire, see the kill team core manual, it is being chanted, roll 2 dice instead of 1. Models in your kill team receive the benefit of both results instead of just the results of the first dice. If a duplicate is rolled, no additional canticle is chanted this turn. That's good. There's no negatives of that. Agents of Lucius, meanwhile, are shielded by the faith and the solar bless ores of the Forge World. The solar blessing. When making saving throws in your models in your kill team, treat enemy attacks with an armor penetration of -1 as having an armor penetration of 1 instead. That'll be good against certain enemies, but that'll be really, really pants if you're going against something like Poxwalkers or Grots or just basic Lasgunners, to be honest, of Guardsmen. So it's okay, but I think the other one's way better, to be honest. Tech Priest Manipulus. Rules for which were only previously available as part of the Theta 7 Aquitus kill team, now joins his fellow servants of the Machine God as a widely available commander, along with the Corpuscari and Fulgrimite. I can't pronounce them. Fulgurite. Electro Priest. The Siphoned Vigor ability for the Fulgurites will make a fantastic combat of Zealot specialist options where they can easily reap its benefits. If this model takes an enemy out of action in the fight phase, its invulnerable save is improved to a 3+ for the remainder of that mission. That's good. But obviously, only if you take them out in the fight phase, but as it says, yeah, it's alright. Astra Militarum, this is the part I've been waiting for. Sorry about that. The brave soldiers of the Astra Militarum will gain the regimental doctrine of their homeworld. Sons and daughters of Cadia, the planet broke before the guard did. Are natural-born soldiers and better trained than any others. Reroll of hit rolls of 1 in the shooting phase for models in your kill team that have not moved in the battle. If your kill team has been issued the take order and has not moved in this battle round, reroll all failed hit rolls for that model until the end of that phase. That is pretty damn awesome. Loving it. With that sounding like McDonald's, I'm loving it. The hardy jungle troopers of Catcher, meanwhile, benefit from their great natural strength and courage. Add 1 to strength characteristic of the models in your kill team. In addition, add 1 to leadership characteristic if they are within 6 inches of friendly Catcher officer. Exactly what I wanted. That's very good. Love it, to be honest. I have both Cadians and Catchans, so that's awesome. HTML term will be soon be able to add the might of Ogrin and Bulgrin auxiliaries to their teams, adding some serious muscle and staying power to the heavy armour to their large numbers. After all, Bulgrins are equipped with slab shields, are looking at a 2-up save. Add 2 to the save throws against with a model with slab shield. Oh, did we mention Sly Marbo? We won't ruin the surprise about how good he is, though suffice to say he's a level 4 legendary hunter specialism. We will show you a hint of the much game changer he can be. 2 command points. Use his tactic in a fight phase when Sly Marbo makes an attack, but before making a hit roll, if his attack hits, the target suffers D3 mortal wounds and the attack sequence ends. So if the attack sequence ends, does that mean that the full thing is just his attack sequence? That's pretty good. You can do D3 mortal wounds, which is really good. And yes, here's weapon skill plus 2 up. That is awesome. Yes. Is it so? The thing I've not been sure of, I assume it's not just one or the other. I assume you've got all of the traits, so like the doctrines, so with like Valhallans and Mordians and all the rest of it. If it's just these 2, it'll be okay, but I prefer it if it's numerous. Oh, way up there, sorry about that. I've already done the knife in the dark. Adeptus Custodes. This is the one everyone's been waiting for. Or not waiting for. The one you've been waiting for. Sorry. I should probably read before I start talking. The Auric demigods of the Adeptus Custodes are ready to enter the kill team. First up, their kill teams will all benefit from an improved invulnerable save. Improved by 1 to a maximum of 3+, which is the same as the board game. They all have a set of 6 tactics that you can make use of. For example, if your opponent reckons they can get around your universal 2-up save characteristic enhanced to invulnerable saves with psychic powers, you can teach them the Adeptus Custodes are not so easily undone. Spark of Divinity, 1 command point. Use this tactic when an enemy psyker manifests a psychic power within 12 inches of your model. If the kill team is not shaken, you can deny the witch test for that model as if it were a psyker. Now that's alright, that's pretty good. You'll have the choice of 2 fighters in the form of Custodian Guard and Aloris Custodian datasheets, their profiles of which will rival all but the most powerful enemy commanders. For their own commander, the Adeptus Custodes will call upon the shield captain, who is powerful enough to defeat any adversary with contemptuous ease, even when wounded, almost unto death. The lines of the Emperor are all but unstoppable. Ignore penalties to models hit rolls from flesh wounds. That's excessive. Obviously, they're going to be mainly like kick-ass, to be honest. With the arrival of Adeptus Custodes, Sly Marbo, good gosh, and more besides, the Imperium will reveal some of its mightiest assets in Kill Team Elites. You will soon be able to bring the glory of the Emperors to Xenos and Heretic alike. You won't even have to wait that long. This awesome expansion is up for pre-order from Saturday, so be sure to secure your copy then. That's when I'm recording the video right now, but I'm not going to be doing that because I've got no pennies. Right, so I'm looking forward to using my Cadians and Valhallans and all the rest of it, mainly Catchans looking at it. Let me know what you think. If you hate it, love it. If you really detest it, if I've missed something, said something's really stupid, if I said it's really overpowered and it's not. I think some of the Space Marine ones are a little bit overpowered, to be honest, but here they are the poster boys for Games Workshop, so Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and as ever, I will always say thank you and see you next time.